All right, better than if it was hot. Then I'd be
Well,
complaining about
we'd
that,
complain about
right?
something, wouldn't we?
All right, how about another sale price?
All right.
All right. Because I will tell you most times you aren't finding things on sale this time of the year out there in the garden center. So let us put it on sale for you. As I said, probably this week and next week will be it for gardening on QVC. First day on the sale price, saving you about $10, and I rounded it off. 4 easy pays. That means use your credit card. Buy as many sets because you could work it into your budget. You can use any credit card, even if you're a first-time shopper with us. And we do have an operator standing by on QVC too that's different from QVC. The number is 1-800-500-7590, or just go onto our app, QVC.com. And all the questions, all the information lives there, and then you will get that growing guide. All right, so for less than $5, I am getting a 3-piece over the rainbow Kudos Hummingbird set. What are we talking about?
Well, we call these hummingbird mints because they are in the mint family and they attract hummingbirds. You may have heard of these by a name called agastache or agastache.
Oh, yeah,
regardless of what you call them, you can know that they are going to attract pollinators, butterflies, and hummingbirds in particular love these things. I have to tell you, Pat, this collection is one of my personal favorites. I've grown all the varieties in this collection. We've trialed these at the Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden, and I have to tell you that what we're representing here on screen is pretty darn close in color to what you can come to expect. 3 colors in this set, this really vibrant fuchsia, kind of a warm mandarin orange, and a silvery blue off to the side. The pollinators are going to flock to your yard because they love plants like these hummingbird mints.
You all say pollinators, but you're talking about bees and butterflies.
Absolutely.
It's
the most liberal definition of all the creatures and the organisms that do so much to pollinate the flowers and our crops, the things that we eat, the organisms we share our gardens with, the nature that we're trying to bring ever closer into our landscapes. If you're looking to give your kids or your grandkids that introductory experience to a monarch butterfly, to a ruby-throated hummingbird, or whatever the pollinator du jour is in your part of the world, plants like hummingbird mints, the echinaceas, the coneflowers that we talked about earlier are great, dynamic, magnetic plants for so many of these wonderful creatures that we want to have in our gardens.
Besides the fact when you look at the colors are gorgeous. Here's another one. Buy as many sets of these as you can swing today.
It's a great mix and match plant.
Yeah, it's less than $20 to get this home. It is deer and rabbit resistant. Again, we'll qualify by saying, sometimes deer get a little hungry.
Right, right. Well, but give a little brush there. This is why they're deer and rabbit resistant. If you had smell-o-vision, we could scratch and sniff there too. It's kind of a pungent, minty smell, and so often, again, we're not going to speak for your rabbits and deer 100%, but so often there are plenty of other plants they're going to nibble on first. These plants that have kind of minty, herbally sorts of fragrances, like the lavenders that are so popular here at Cottage Farms, these aren't plants that rabbits and deer are going to browse first. And I've got these in the garden at home. I've got several different kinds of hummingbird mints, actually. They don't bother them at all.
Okay. So that's good to know. Yeah. I love all those things, but I like my flowers.
Right. We're doing this because we want to see flowers in color all summer.
Will I see flowers the first year?
Oh, absolutely. These are perennials. We often have talked about this season, how so many perennials today are practically bred to behave like annuals. They just start flowering and then they don't stop. And of course, that's a really wonderful thing. Look at this specimen. You're going to get 3 of these, remember. We've got 3 colors here as we're demonstrating.
We have 1 in each pot?
We have 1 color per pot, 3 pots here that you're going to receive. And I mean, this is just a couple of weeks away from starting to flower, really. Also worth noting, the varieties in this set are fairly compact in size. And so they're not going to get super tall. We're talking about a plant that at most is probably 18 to 20 inches tall in flower, which is of course the tallest that they'll get. So good for the front of the border, great for containers. I know a lot of you out there garden in containers and you still want to be able to grow perennial flowers like this. Great candidate for that.
Oh, that would be so good.
Absolutely.
Here again, if you are new to buying from QVC, new to Cottage Farms, they give you everything. They give you a phone number and an email if you have any problems. They tell you what to do when you get it home. When you get it home, look for this. Take it out of what it was packed in. It will not be shipped until it's the right time to go in the ground where you are or in a container, whatever you want to do with it. And hold on to it because it talks about watering and weeding and mulching and feeding. What do I do in the winter? Answers right
That's right.
here. So just hold on to these because you're investing. Now, you talked about the border. What do I need soil-wise,
Right.
sun-wise, and who would be a good friend?
Definitely full, I love this formula we've got going. I love it. It's full sun and well-drained soil. In fact, if you've got dry soils, if you garden in a place like Denver, Colorado, the hummingbird mints, the agastaches do very well in these parts of the countries where we tend to have drier soils. We tend to have soils that are a little more basic. There's our reel of photos again.
Look how beautiful that looks.
You know, I just love this assortment of, these are 3 different varieties. We've pulled them together into this collection, the coral, the mandarin, and the silver blue. Vibrant, juicy colors. And you talk about things they make good friends with. Our coneflowers, our Shasta daisies, things that go together to create lots of flowers all summer long are really the key to keeping the hummingbirds and the butterflies happy in your garden. We want to keep them fed, right? They come to our garden to feed on the nectar in these flowers. And if we plant things that flower all summer long, we can ensure that they're going to have a healthy, bountiful diet, and we're going to have healthy, beautiful gardens and flowers to enjoy all
Love
season.
the texture.
It's a wonderful texture. As a
Right.
designer, I use agastaches or the hummingbird mints. Verging into Latin there for a minute, but I use these all the time in our designs. I do love the texture. I do love the geometry of them. You're getting 3 in this collection, and you're going to get them pretty soon because so many of our zones are open for shipping right now because at Cottage Farms, we ship things to you at the right time for planting. We take all the guesswork out of it. And to stand behind it, we put all of our perennials, well, anything we sell at Cottage Farms, we put our warranty